Not now, Naney. Not now. What up, though? Go ahead, Jay. You're good. You know how to intro it better than me.
Yeah, now your intro is way better than mine. But salute to everybody rocking with us. It's the Union. It's DME, aka the Yorkie. It's Jay Legend. I'm just trying to survive DME. That's all it's about.
Fact.
Salute to everybody who's been supporting us. And again, if you have not, this is a great time to hit the follow button, subscribe, hit the alert bell, all that old good shit.
Did you see the announcement?
If you're talking about the Born Legacy one, yes, I did.
I'm all right. Okay.
Listen, hold on. Like I keep saying to everybody, the reason why I don't kill chess the way I kill a lot of people is because I don't think what's going on with him, with the choking and everything, is from lack of effort. And I do feel like he is truly remorseful. Which please remind me of that, what I just said, because I need to address something. But at the end of the day, have I called Chess out for the bullshit? Yes. Have I completely drug him through the mud? No. And again, the main reason why is because I don't think it's for lack of caring. I don't think it's that. And I do think that it bothers him when he fucks up. And then he took it upon himself to take time off. And then when he came back, he had a dope battle against Don Marino, and I think he choked there too, or stumbled and brought it something to that effect. Did he stumble against Don Marino, or was that the
I want to say yeah, but I don't remember. But I think.
Well, in all fairness, because I don't remember 100%.
I think he did.
I know one of his first two battles back, he choked. But again, I do see remorse in the dude. I do see that it bothers him. We've seen guys choke and not give a fuck.
You didn't see Norbs' podcast that, and I know you didn't. I felt like you, Jay. Well, listening to that, I'm like, no, this guy doesn't care. He was R. Kelly level disgraceful on that podcast, bro. Not in the same way, but in making himself look crazy. He was.
What he said? I don't know.
I'm trying, it was a while ago, and I did a blog on it, and I'm trying to remember why. I'm trying to remember why I felt so passionate about it, but everybody took it the same way. He was very
submissive.
No, he basically, none of this bothers him, and he's better than everybody, and he's I don't remember, man, but he portrayed himself very poorly. On that podcast, like the whole way through, he was mumbling. You can barely understand him.
So could he have allegedly been high?
Oh, he had to. If he wasn't, then there's something psychologically wrong with him. He has to be.
All right, so I'm really
super trolling because he was taking shots at Norbs the whole time indirectly. All right, so he might have been trolling. I don't know. All right, that's definitely a possibility, guys. So.
Yeah, because you know what? Like I said, the things that I've seen of him, interviews, so on and so forth.
Yes,
he seemed remorseful. He seemed But if we were just to take a step back for a second, so I'm gonna make a statement and then I'm asking a question. Number one, do you think that URL is making a mistake with the matchup? And then the question, actually, it's two questions. Do you think URL is making a mistake with the actual matchup? And the second part to the question is, do you think they're just trying to find a way to push him back into the fold?
Well, my thing is, yes, I 100%. Like, bro, there's got to be a reason. Like, you got to be. What I'm trying to say is, Geech's champion of the year. There's got to be a reason to be able to have to battle him. Like, this shouldn't just be everybody battles. I get it, but there has to be reasons for, like, consequences for losses and rewards for wins. And if a guy's always losing and choking, and a guy's in the fans' eyes winning and winning champion of the year, and then they just battle each other, what sense does that make? I don't understand that. And now, what was the second part of your question?
Could they just be trying to bring chess back in the fold? Remember?
Oh, but they tried this already. They did it with Gluizzi. He did a free battle, remember? And then he choked there. The twerk ban, even though it was well received, he choked there, right? Didn't he choke in the twerk battle?
I didn't watch it.
Okay. He choked. I'm pretty sure he did choke against Don Marino because I blogged on it. I think that was one of the things I brought up.
Which doesn't take away from Don Marino. Marino
No. He didn't lose because of that. And there was some other battles he's had too that were not. So I don't know where this came from. I was shocked.
I think somebody said against Suge he choked too. I don't know.
Yeah, on UW. So, but because the way they brought the trailer out, they showed Chess first, and I'm like, Chess, all right, well, I'm thinking.
They actually showed like Surf, Charlie Clips, Young Ill. So I was thinking one of them was a part of the announcement, and they just went a whole other way.
Geechee was the last guy I would have thought of, and now let's get rid of all that. Let's separate that. Forget all that. The matchup itself, is it a good matchup itself? Now, the way it's being marketed, it looks like in the trailer, Geechee's the old dude talking to his little kid because he needs to wish someone would have talked to me like that when I was a punk. And that seems like how it's going to be. I think Geechee. Here's the deal. Now, if Chess chokes, it's going to be a body. It's going to look bad, and URL is going to look bad for giving him another shot because it's going to be a semi. I don't know what the battles are on that card, but it's going to be one of the main events. I'm assuming. Born Legacy, they don't usually have like the biggest names on it. Like, isn't that it's more for Supreme, and then here it's more like how Band was. So this might be the biggest battle on the card. So if he chokes, but if he doesn't choke, he's had flashes of brilliance against Tay-Rock and here and there. So
that's fair. That's more than fair.
So could it be a good battle? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, the potential, any battle could be a good battle.
But
we've seen horrible style clashes in terms of on paper that have turned out to be very good battles.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, is there potential? We know that Chess has potential, and Geechee Gotti is fucking here. You know what I'm saying? Geechee Gotti is here. There's no debating where he's arrived. At the end of the day, this is just my thing when it comes to this situation. I wanna, again, because I've seen guys get on camera and say, fuck you, suck my dick, after they disrespected the culture. So when I see a guy like Chess do certain shit, which is going to bring me into my next thing, it's just the point, like, how can I really kill them? So let me take this moment out, even though I'm actually straying away from what the fuck I was about to say. Before I forget, let me take this moment out to address A+.
Ooh!
Salute to A+. A+ is one of our supporters. A+, you are appreciated.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
Because I just want to address a comment you made on my YouTube page.
I'm sure he was trolling. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure he was trolling. But the whole thing was there's many like him. And this is what I'm trying to say. Salute to A+. I appreciate. First of all, I'm assuming A+ is a dude. I don't even know if it is.
Yeah, he's a guy, I'm sure.
Okay, so here's the thing. I did a blog talking about the Shocks to Rabu versus Ilmac. You guys could go right now and go check out the video on demand, by the way, King of the Dot, World Domination 8. And I guess we'll talk about this soon. But anyway, point is, Shocks and Ilmac, in my opinion, had potential to be a dope-ass matchup.
Of course.
Shocks shows up, Shocks is fucking choking. My in-between shit was good, but he still was choking. Mind you, he's on stage with a fucking phenomenal Ilmac. Ilmac was phenomenal in that battle.
That's why I was really disappointed when they choked him, because Ilmac, you don't choke in front of Ilmac.
And that shit hurt my feelings. But you know why I didn't kill Shocks for that? Shocks was genuinely embarrassed. Did you see him? He kept apologizing to the fans, kept apologizing to fucking Ilmac.
I felt bad for him,
But
it's all how you portray yourself after you fuck up,
And is it genuine? You can see that shit.
Yeah, you can see it.
You know what I'm saying? And so in the blog, and this is why I felt like A+ was trolling, but in the blog, I said it. I said, yo, before you motherfuckers jump in my comments and talk about, oh, but you killed Twerk or you killed one of these dudes for this, you gonna give Shocks a pass? And I explained why I wasn't gonna kill Shocks for what happened. Did I go at him? Yes, because I was disappointed and he is one of my favorites. And when I saw this matchup, I was so excited. The only other matchup that superseded this on paper was Sharon versus fucking A Ward. That was worth the price alone. And I'm just talking about on paper before the matchup, before the battle actually happened. But just to know that Shox and Ilmac, which was like mind blowing that they got them to battle, and like, you know, I'm a fan, man, and I was so excited for that battle. And the shit just went, especially like I said, when you go to London, if you Ilmac and you travel to London, and then this shit happens, it's heartbreaking because you came with your A game. Again, I don't want to kill Shox. The point of me bringing this up is A plus jumps in my fucking comments talking about, oh, you got to keep the same energy. You be killing these other people for this shit.
No, see, here's the thing, and I agree with you. But you when you're in London, you don't choke in front of Ilmac in London. Now, everybody needs to understand. I've said the same thing, and I'm saying the same thing Jay said. No one, and this, I think it applies for most people. No one kills Twork for choking. They kill him for his attitude after choking. All right? That's always been the thing, bro. It's never been, bro, everybody's choking. They all choke now.
Whoa.
Not everybody.
It's also, and we've discussed this before, DME, because we saw this with Serve versus Rowe. He fucking quit in that last round.
Yeah, these are quits. There's a difference. There's a lot of differences. Now, some people argue, well, isn't it better you just quits and stands up there like an idiot and does what other people do, and then they just
not without trying. Not without trying. Right. I understand if you tried to get it back a few times. For example,
you know what his trying is when he starts repeating bars. That's when you know he's lost it. Yeah. All right, and now he just once you see Twork bringing up one bar back a couple times, then you know he's lost the train of thought. And
but you know what? This is what I'm saying. We just saw Craig Lamar choke against Oops, and I was disappointed because I was looking forward to that battle crazy.
Other one,
but the thing was, you saw Craig Lamar didn't just jersey it out. He kept trying, and then he choked again, got it back, spit like 5-6 bars, and choked again, and then tried. Then finally he was like, yo, you got it. Yeah. I can appreciate that you gave it a genuine shot to get it back. But when you stand up there and you do that bullshit, then you do it every week because you got a battle every fucking Friday and Saturday, right? And you get up there and tell somebody to suck your dick after you disrespected us. I can't let that ride. Or if you have a history of doing that shit, and your next thing is, I don't give a fuck, they gonna watch me anyway. Who was it who said some dumb shit like that? Was it Big K? I think he like choked or fucked up or something, and he was like, oh, I don't give a fuck, they gonna book me anyway. Like, what?
He said book me anyway, not watch me anyway. Yeah, book me.
Yeah, book me. Yeah, he was like, they gonna book me anyway.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he said that.
So, yeah, that type of shit, I'm gonna get at you because you sitting there not only telling me, the consumer, the person who went in my fucking pocket and paid for this shit, but you telling our culture, fuck y'all, I got paid and I'm getting paid again.
And Jay, it's and these things will keep adding up and adding up and adding up. The more and more a lot. Like, bro, okay, so Van Legacy's March 30th, all right, and then you got RBE's March 16th, right, or something like that.
I'm buying the RBE.
I know you are, but
I was actually trying to go. I was trying to go, but
to Atlanta.
Yeah, actually, you know, congratulations to me. You know, I just started a new job on Monday, so
congratulations.
Thank you. My schedule is just gonna be. I don't have a set schedule, so it was almost impossible when I couldn't ask for that time off. We'll talk behind the scenes. You already know what I got going on.
Yeah.
So what happens is I already asked for a particular date, or already told them a particular date I can't be there, because you know I'm doing my project. So I was like, damn, I can't ask for both these days. I just started here, like, you know what I'm saying? But I really wanted to go there, and I guess we'll talk about it on another blog. But my main reason is Cortez versus Saint Mike. Oh my Lord, that's gonna be crazy. That is gonna be absolutely.
We can talk about the card if you want. We can talk about the card.
Well, let's finish up here first, and then
we're talking about chess still.
Yeah. Well, how about we kind of.
I don't know where we went with that. With
we already spoke about the chess thing. Yeah. We already spoke about that, but so you seen, correct me if I'm wrong, you seen like you was about to go somewhere when you was talking about the events being, and then I cut you off. So.
Oh well, yeah, just all right. So you got the RBE, you got the Smacks, the 30th. So that's if you're buying all of them, you know, that's almost 100. Then I'm thinking, and there's some already announced in April, or there's Queen of the Ring, and is Queen of the Ring pay-per-view? Do you know that?
I don't know. And the main reason why is because once I heard who was on the card, you already know I'm not supporting that shit.
Oh, okay.
So let me say this. I am close to ending my strike.
No one beats my strike. That was a long. It was longer than T-Top's strike.
Yo, you had the realest strike ever.
Like
You
28 minutes. 28.
No, that shit was 23 and a half. So this is what I'm gonna say. Has NJT no showed or done any of that shit in 2019?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, so yeah, I ended my strike.
Oh, no, I'm just thinking. I'm laughing. Well, if you call the Big K a no-show, and I'm not sure if that was 2019. Might have been end of 2018.
2019. That was 2018. That was the end, right? That was the end of 2018. That was like November.
I feel like I heard. Oh yes, Don Marino, the second time. Yes.
Well,
are you kidding me? I went crazy.
oh yeah, because then they end up canceling the event, the Gates of the Garden event.
It was the second time he's
no, but they end up canceling that event.
Yeah.
He's not the only one who canceled. Well, according to Drake Dennis, that it wasn't just Twerk the reason why he canceled.
Yeah, but he didn't show up. Why?
Oh yeah, for the second time.
He was the main event.
Oh yeah.
And Don Marino was talking about, I'm just gonna drop these bars, man. I'm done.
No, man. Listen, the strike continues then.
And we never got a good explanation for why he didn't no-show this one. I mean, the first one he claimed he was having a kid, so all right, I don't know. And then this one, maybe he had another kid. So maybe I don't know. You know, 7 whatever. Was it 9 months ago?
Listen, man, this dude's fucking too talented for the bullshit, but whatever, man.
Yeah, did you see his Hip Hop Is Real interview? Please tell me you didn't, because you'd be talking about it already. It was embarrassing at best. He was drunk, and I wish you'd seen it because I wanted to get your opinion on it because it's a blog that you would have been like, don't drop. You would have been mad at the hip hop.
I was just about to say that.
I feel when I'm watching this and then I'm reading the comments, everyone's like, it got about 100 likes and like 300 dislikes or something. And because he's drunk and he's talking mad crazy about gyms, about not. So what he's saying, and what's the other guy's name? He's on the top of the white guy or not the beard, fat guy. The guy he's been really beefing with. I can't think of his name right now. Rosenberg Raw. Okay, he really doesn't like Rosenberg Raw. Okay,
I didn't even know they were beefing.
No, this beef is deep because
Rosenberg don't got a beard though.
Yeah, but he's fat, right? Yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking of Blue Easy, whatever. But my point is, he was talking real reckless about him, telling him he could suck it, and his mom could suck his dick. I mean, and his grandma could suck his dick. All these things, right? And then he's saying that they were saying, should gyms battle Rome? He's like, fucking Rome will fuck him up. No, he said nobody that ever got punched on camera will ever win a battle. Suck my dick, all that stuff, right? So basically, he says gyms could never win a battle ever again. Rome would fuck him up in a battle. And everyone was mad at, I think, Uncle Ra, or I'm thinking, is he the Hip Hop Is Real guy? Right?
No.
Who's the Hip Hop Is Real guy?
Knowledge and...
Knowledge. I think it was Knowledge that did it. It was interviewing him. And everyone was in the comments saying, Knowledge, why'd you put this up? What do you think? You didn't see it, so I don't know.
No, but David, you know how I feel about them type of things.
I pretty much described it accurately, so what do you think about it?
I think, and I've said this to you guys.
He was doing this weird thing, too, where he kept looking like he was acting weird. Like he didn't look right.
But the onus has to be on the man with the camera.
Okay.
And
everything, the drug situation, right?
Yeah, the drug situation, and I won't get into it, but there was a situation that happened, and behind the scenes, I called a few people and just because there was a particular interview out there, and I called and I was like, yo, look, y'all grown men, do what you do, but at some point we got to be responsible. Like, this ain't like, I understand you're in a certain situation, you feel like you got to continue to bring the people a certain footage or whatever it is you feel you got to bring to the people. But sometimes you got to make that decision as a man. sometimes you got to sit there and say, yo, fam, for the integrity of our brand, and because this is more about being a solid person, pause, than it is anything else. I'm making an executive decision not to put this out. I have 2 or 3 interviews in the stash right now where some extra shit was said. And I took it upon myself knowing that that shit would have been clickbait like a motherfucker.
Right. Can I read you the top 3 comments real quick?
Go ahead.
To give you some context. So anyways, it's got 141 likes, 267 dislikes, and almost 12,000 views. And then the title is another thing too. New Jersey Twerk severely disrespects Rosenberg Raw, plus talks Rome battling gyms. And he disrespected gyms too, so he didn't put that in the title. But the top comment is, every time I see Twerk, he is drunk. Also, take the grill out. You sound stupid. So he's wearing his grill, so you can barely understand him too. Twerk's an alcoholic. He's not even in control of himself. He's on autopilot. And some interviews need to be vaulted. This is one of them. Terrible look. So, you know, and if it's frozen, and then he goes Rosenberg. See what they do for views? That was another one. So,
and you know, that was Rosenberg's line, man. First off, I fuck with.
Oh yeah, this is fine. That's right. Yeah.
I fuck with Rosenberg heavy, man. That's one of my favorites.
I did some investigation. I'm sorry. And just I wanted to see if these guys had interaction on Twitter. Where's the beef? All I could find was 4 months ago, someone asking Rosenberg if he'd battle Twerk, and he said something about Twerk ain't about shit. Like he disrespected him on Twitter, and now, like there must be something there. Like
well, in general though, I still think that, like I said, I can't ever fully get into it, but there was a situation. I'm pretty sure the person who I call is gonna be watching this and knows what I'm saying is real. There was an interview that was about to be put out, or I think it did get out, and I saw it right when it got dropped, and then I placed the call and like it was taken down or something. I don't got no power. I just spoke to the person and just gave them that real talk. Like, yo, look, certain shit, it's not worth all of that. Because I take it from my standpoint, and again, I understand that I have a different mentality than a lot of people in this culture. See, in this culture, we're supposed to be surrounded by a lot of street guys. But for whatever reason, they don't act like that. So in my mind, I'm saying to myself, if I'm sitting here watching this interview, and this dude talk and said something about my moms or something like that, and you thought this shit was okay, and you thought the clickbait was, guess what? You just as responsible. See, in where I'm from in Harlem, and again, I'm only talking about my upbringing. If you the one who passed that dude the gun, who shot my people, you getting done greasy too. I don't give a fuck what it was. So when you take this and match it with that, what I'm trying to say is the camera, so to speak, is the gun. And you gave it to the dude to go run down on my family. In this case, it's a dude disrespecting my family. So while it might not be something everybody agrees with, you got to understand where I'm coming from. If you disrespect me and bring my family into the mix, what stops me from reacting the way I want to react? So with that being said, like I said, I have interviews that I have myself where somebody says some crazy shit. I took it upon myself to edit the shit out or not put it out. I'm not doing that. And at some point, again, no disrespect to Hip Hop Is Real. We had our little disagreement. We talked. We passed all that shit. This got nothing to do with that. I'm talking to all media outlets. At some point, you have to make it. Sometimes you got to, if you don't want to listen to me and look at it from an integrity standpoint, then look at it from this point. How about you save somebody from themselves? Sometimes you have to save somebody from their self. I'm pretty sure he said how he felt about certain things, but I'm pretty sure being under the influence, he said a few things going too far. You could have held that back and hit him up the next day and said, yo, this is what you said on this interview. Are you still cool with me putting it out?
Do we know he didn't do that, though?
I don't know that. But in that standpoint, like I said, DME,
I can see Twerk being like, put it out, fuck him. Like, I can totally see that.
No. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying there's 2 ways to go about this. It's the to me, the right way, which is, nah, this is too much. I'm not putting this out. And then there's the alternate, right, which is cool too. And it's, hey, last night you was a little drunk. You said a few extra shit. You know, I'm going to tell you exactly what you said. Are you sure you cool with me putting this shit out? But me personally, I would take the executive decision to say, yo, I'm not putting this shit out, or I'm editing this part out.
Right.
Because again, it's just because here's the thing, hip hop is real, regardless of how anybody thinks about anything, is a pillar in battle rap, media wise.
Yeah. You muted. You muted.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. We're back.
I was getting a phone call.
It was just about the last 10 seconds. So. You were saying media, you were saying media wise, or that was the last thing.
Yeah, now I can barely hear you. I'm gonna exit the room and come back in.
Okay. Well, that was crazy. Now, guys, we'll start a little intermittent. No, I'm just saying, what up, though? All right, yeah. So, yeah, you know, I get it. You know, it was a crazy. But we're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
You ain't got to be sorry. So,
supposed to be on this fucking while I'm on this app, this shit just acts up. But like I said, they're a pillar in hip hop community. They put out such great content over the years. They don't need to put this shit out.
Yeah, I mean, they had a follow-up video. It's funny about that. They had a follow-up video with Twerk that didn't get barely any dislikes because it was the same interview, but he wasn't talking crazy. Well, it was actually only a 2-minute clip. He was still drunk. Well, 35 likes, 12 dislikes. New Jersey Twerk says he's teaming up with Shotgun Suge on Double Impact 3. So he revealed that. So what do you like? You know, he still got a lot of bad comments, but
listen, what I want people to start understanding, and this includes, I know we sometimes take different routes when we address somebody like Rome. But if we could be serious for a second, I just think this is one of them times. Jack Boy, who's absolutely one of my favorites in battle rap. Drugs.
You know, he's becoming one of mine too. All right, like I know I'm a little late to the train, but you know, he is. I'm telling you, I think there's something special about that guy.
No, there is, man.
I'm telling you.
Drugs. Drugs is another one who I think highly of, but sometimes you get too emotional about certain things. Point being is, I think this is one of them times as a group, including Rome, the manager, and have just a serious conversation. Because here's the thing, I don't think, not including Rome, I don't think that none of these guys aren't capable of doing certain things. I do think that they're capable of defending themselves physically. The point is, why does it have to come to that? And here's my thing. The whole thing about Rosenberg, you can feel however you feel. Can't nobody tell me shit about people I don't like. But one thing about me is there's just certain lines, there's certain boundaries that I won't cross. And I don't expect everybody to live like that. But the point that I'm trying to say is, you guys are in the limelight. You guys are traveling around the U.S. and sometimes beyond. And you have an opportunity to provide for your family doing something you love. And I would hate to see not only all of that decline because you're running your mouth on camera, but also I would hate to see some dumb shit happen in an event that could have been avoided. Now, again, I am one of the top people to tell you I do not tolerate disrespect. You can't tell me how to react to disrespect. But I still feel like there's just a certain way to go about it. If I'm a battle rapper and I feel that somebody really crossed the line with me, and when I see them, I'm gonna address them. I'm not talking about all that shit on camera. I'm not getting on camera, talking about this, I'm not doing all that shit. Yeah. If something happens, I like all that shit is documented. That's number one. And number two is just the point. This shit fucks up your money, man. Now I understand the man has done a lot of wrong things in battle rap and he still gets booked. So he feels invincible. But I would like the people around him just to reach out to him for a second and just have that conversation like, yo, you know what? If that's how you feel, cool. But stop getting in front of the fucking camera when you're drunk, because the world don't need that. And if you don't care about that, then care about the fact that you're giving evidence to the people. You're giving evidence to the police. Come on, man.
You know, they don't. A lot of people do that now. Like,
I don't.
I'm not condoning. I'm saying that that's a thing.
No. I know you not. I know you not. I just
Hey, look, I've said a lot of crazy stuff too, and I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you. I've regretted all of them. All right, and always in the heat of the moment, right? But it's always how you handle yourself afterwards. And
I've seen you though. I've seen you address things after. There's times you say shit. You know, in our private conversations, there's been shit. Me and you've gone back and forth because I'm like, dear me, you shouldn't say that.
Of course, yeah.
But I'm saying that out of genuinely giving a fuck. I care about you, and I don't want to see no dumb shit happen. But on top of that, what me and you were talking about in private, the world will probably, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm saying that because I care. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like the people around and it's not to say that they never done that. I'm not saying that. Like my brother, one of these days, I swear to you, we got to get my brother don't be wanting to get on camp, but I wish he would. And just so my brother could sit there and tell y'all, my brother has sat there and turned blue in the face, asking me not to allegedly put my hands on somebody.
Yeah, I think me and your brother would get along really well. I can tell you.
No, don't get it wrong. No, don't get it wrong, man. That boy is no saint. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not either, but I can see what he's saying.
Yeah, what it is just with him, he knows how I am. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Like I said, growing up, coming from where I come from, don't open your mouth if you ain't about to do that shit, man. That just not, because somebody going to come check your temperature, man. Like all that hot shit you talking over there, we gonna come see what's up.
Plus, you know, you guys are low. You know, you have a certain status. You're not, people know you, man. You're out and about, and it needs to that stuff. You just got to realize, how many people are seeing that and are gonna react to it, and
because that's my thing.
All this traveling they're doing, it'll catch up to you.
But even more so from two angles, you as a business owner and having that business mentality, right? And then you, somebody who travels. Shit happens. And what's crazy is your mind could be so much focused on what it is you traveling to do that you get that tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And you forget all that extra shit you said. And by no means do I think these guys are punks. It's not about you being a punk. Sometimes you just got to check your shit like, yo, fam, you know what? An event in Ohio got canceled because people want to come check your temperature. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no.
At some point, you got to get that grip and just realize one thing. Hey, this is not, it's just not about being a punk. It's not about nothing else, but hey, next time I get on camera, I don't have a problem setting the record straight that I have an issue, but I'm going to watch how far I say shit. Or, and this is again where I would like the management to get involved, get in touch with these media outlets and say, hey, you know what, guys, from now on, if you see that he's a bit, please do not ask him questions that agitate. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, dear me, you and I, we've been together in mass and we sitting there drinking and we're enjoying ourselves, and you understand? And then one question which has happened, somebody asks one question that kind of changes the mood. That shit happens quickly when you're under the influence of anything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, again, I put the responsibility on the guy with the camera or the guy who owns the footage. But even more so, if I'm the manager, I think I'm reaching out to these guys. I'm not thinking, I know me. I'm reaching out to these guys to say, hey, you know what? From now on, guys, just if you see he's in his mind state, just don't ask him certain questions. You want to talk to him, fine. Don't fucking ask him about no fucking Rosenberg or no gyms. Like, don't do that, man.
Well, I hear you. Let's get off of that.